I'm going to ask victim and RCMP Victim Services, Markita Kaulius, to come and speak on behalf of the victims, and she'll tell you why she's here. Markita.
I'd like to thank everyone here today. I'd like to tell you a little story about my daughter. This is my daughter here, Kassandra. And I'll also introduce some of the other family here, my husband Victor, my daughter Miranda. These are other moms here that have also lost their children to an impaired driver. Vanessa Uzek and Charlene Reveley, who were also killed by impaired drivers. On May 3rd, 2011, our family's life was changed forever. Our beautiful 22-year-old daughter, Kassandra, was killed by an alleged drunk driver, and our world fell apart. Kassandra was a busy young woman working 2 jobs, putting herself through school, attending the University of the Fraser Valley, studying to be a teacher. She was a gifted athlete who attended 2 colleges in the United States on full-ride scholarships. When she returned to BC, she was an assistant coach with the Surrey Storm 97 girls team and a pitcher on the senior ladies team. She was driving home from a ball game that night and was waiting to make a left turn. She had the green light and the right of way. Someone chose to drive down the curved lane at 100 kilometers an hour, get airborne over a railroad track, and slam into my daughter. Killed her instantly. It's been 6 months and we're still waiting for charges. It'll take another 2 or 3 or more years to get to trial. Not only has an innocent life been taken, but so were her hopes, her dreams, a future that was to be promising. There'll be no more graduations, no wedding, no grandchildren, no more family laughter, no more family holidays or anniversaries. Her boyfriend has been left heartbroken, losing his soulmate, his future wife, and have left a family devastated. Our family history has been changed forever. If you've never lost a child, then it is hard for others to totally understand the pain. It is every parent's worst nightmare, and I think we'll all agree on that. We found out that it's 1,000 times more painful than you can even imagine. There are no words to describe the pain, the depth of the pain or the anguish for a family. Families and parents are not supposed to identify their loved ones on a hospital gurney, or to have to make the decision whether to bury or cremate your child. My Mother's Day was spent picking out the clothes that my daughter was to be cremated in. Parents should not have to see their child or loved one laying in a casket. People never think that they're going to have to read their loved one's autopsy reports. These are the things that a family has to go through on top of dealing with the shock and the grief over their loved one's death, and we have been in such pain and desperation. Sadly, because someone chose to drink and drive, our lives are changed forever. And now the life that we shared with our daughter is only a memory that we have to hold on to. These types of deaths happen because of someone's irresponsibility when they choose to break the law and drive while impaired, putting the public safety at risk. All of these deaths were preventable. And it's so hard to understand that some people have no understanding for the value of a human life. Since the IRPs, the immediate roadside suspensions, came into effect 1 year ago, September 2010 to 2011, there has been 23,366 immediate roadside prohibitions issued. That's roughly 64 people per day are pulled over for impaired driving. And they say for every 1 they catch, 80 get away. Of that 23,366, 15,000 of them blew over .08. There were 86 fatalities. I can only imagine the number of fatalities if those 23,366 people were not pulled over and given roadside suspensions. With the upcoming holiday season, we ask that people please make arrangements to get home safely before you take the first drink. Please do not drink and drive. Everyone deserves the right to get home safely. Remember that the life that you save may be your own or somebody else's loved one. I'd also like to say that we have started a support group for other families. It is called Families for Justice. And that's one thing that we are fighting for because the system is letting us down and the courts are letting us down. But please, we ask everybody this holiday season, please don't drink and drive. Call a friend, call a cab. It'll cost you $30, $40. Call us, I'll come drive you home if you need it. I'll give you my phone number, you call me, I'll come drive you home. Please, we don't want any of your families to go with any of us are going through.